I'm pretty sure this little guy is going through his 8 to 10 week growth spurt because our night was just a little bit on the fussy side. So within the first months of life, newborns are going through growth spurts and developmental leaps pretty regularly. And one of the bigger ones is right around the 8 to 10 week mark. And during these leaps, they tend to be a little bit hungrier, maybe a little fussier. They're more alert. They tend to want to cuddle more, and you'll also start to see some new skills. So even though our night started off a little bit fussy, it makes sense because he is growing. So right around 9:30 when I arrived, he was already having a hard time. So I just went right off the bat and offered him a feeding because the first thing I always do with my babies is make sure their tummies are full. So he didn't take much here, but I just offered him what he wanted. We cuddled for a little bit and I held him upright, and then I laid him back down right around 10:30. Unfortunately, he only made it until about midnight before he started making some noise. So I tried to get him to go back to sleep with soothing and holding, but again, I think this growth spurt is just making him a little bit hungrier. So I made him a small bottle and fed it to him around 12:15. On top of the growth spurt and the leap, this little man he has reflux. So he tends to need to be a little bit slower with his eating and also lots of upright time to digest. He can be a little bit burpy, so we just take our time. And once he's comfortable and asleep and upright for a while, I put him back down. It was around 1 o'clock, and after this, he only lasted about 40 minutes before he woke up again, which is one sleep cycle. So it's super common for the babies to wake up after a sleep cycle, which can be anywhere from 40 to 60 minutes. So after that 40-minute sleep cycle, he was up, and I ended up just deciding to hold him because I wanted him to get a good chunk of sleep. During these growth spurts, sleep is so important for that growth. So I just ended up holding him for, I want to say 2 hours, I think from about 1:45 to 3:45. And I did lay him down at 3:45, but he woke up shortly after. And it was time to eat again because it had been a couple hours at this point. So now we're looking at 4:30, and I offered him a full bottle, and he ended up doing pretty well on this one. I already had my iPad out from the 2 hours that I held him. It's really important that I do not fall asleep when I'm holding the babies. It's super dangerous. So I have my iPad with me just to watch shows to keep me awake if I do go through a phase where I do have to hold them. Once he finished eating, I laid him back down in his crib right around 5:15, and it was time for